watching for It's Tuesday, June 7th. Welcome to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur on the National Outlook. President praised for fish grant. That was a letter from a letter writer in last Thursday's Kaieteur News. And on Friday, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture came out to say, hey, we are watching for tricksters. We are watching for people who are coming up to claim but really have no right to claim. The fish grant involved $150,000. $150,000 to genuine fisher folk, people who have been doing this for a while, can prove it, and have incurred losses because their catch is down. Well, there's no question that their catch is down because you know it and I know it. You go to the wharves, you go to the marketplace, and there's a scarcity of what you can have in terms of fish. I have experienced that. Although I don't go to these places, I would send people. But so it's lesser and it's more expensive. So we know that it's real. It's not fake. It's not pretended. All right? So it's a good thing that the government is extending this 150,000 aid relief to fisher folk. But I think the government ought to do better. This is just to quiet down, as another letter writer say, to quiet down, which makes sense, the fisher people, and to get them to ease the pressure, to ease the spotlight on their plight. A study was done, and I think we spoke about that last week. It was a rapid study. I mean, you're going to do a rapid study on something like this? You're going to tell the FAO to do a rapid study. You want to get to the bottom of this. But regardless, $150,000 is going to the fisher folk, those who qualify, and I think that's a good thing, and I commend the government. But the problem I have with that, stop hopping, skipping, and jumping all over and putting out fires. We need to come up with a comprehensive approach in terms of how we're going to deal with Guyanese, dealing with shortages or food prices or cost of living that they really can't put their arms around when they're struggling, especially with the people on the lower half of the economic sector, the economic ladder, the earnings ladder. I mean, we're talking about a $44,000 minimum wage, and I've heard 60 and 75 and whatever. 100,000 is a challenge, and nobody's living luxuriously. So, by the time we get to 60,000 and 75,000, we've already missed the boat. Our minimum wage people would have already missed the boat. That's one side. The Minister of Agriculture very wisely spoke about tricksters and about the experience that the government had with flood relief money, about the scamsters and tricksters and fraudsters. And they will always turn up where money is sharing, especially cash. And these relief monies are in cash. Nobody writes a check. So the problem is quite a few of those people who are turning up and double dipping are PPP people. They're known to the government. They are their friends. They are their supporters. But have we heard that anybody has been called over the coals? No. So people make pretty speeches like the Minister of Agriculture, and that's the end of the story. And I will guarantee you, if I have to bet on it, that there will be some skullduggery involving this $150,000 cash grant. Every time money is sharing, there is the opportunity to steal on the government side and on the citizen side. That's the reality of Guyana. It's better to have a comprehensive approach. Look at those regions that are, other regions that are hurting, other segments that are hurting. I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook.